This is the 15th of the 12th, 2022. Today I'll be focusing on Project 1, Focus 5, and that is how to use non-chordal tones in a solo progression. First, I'm going to go through a progression today, and that will be in G major. That'll be the chords G, D major, E minor, and C major. And what I'll be doing is I'll be keeping those within a certain area of the fretboard. So I'll have to use inversions instead of using the traditional G, D, E minor, C. I'm using triads, sometimes doubling the notes. For example, G major. This be the just starting on the fifth note, third string, fourth string, sorry. So G, B, D, G. It's a normal triad with the root note doubled. And then the next chord will be D major, so try and keep it within that position. I'll just shift the F sharp. So that basically be a first inversion of D major. And then the next one will be E minor, so I can do a first inversion, put the bass note as a G. There's the fifth note, B, root note, E, G. So it's just so I keep it all within that, roughly in that position. So, and then C major, if I want to keep it in the same position, I could just do second inversion. G, C, E, G. So we've got G major, D major, E minor, and then C major. So I was looking up the definition of what a non-chord is, and it can be a variation of 4 definitions, and it is you get your passing tones. You get passing tones. I'll show you just now. So if I'm going from a G, for example, a G, and then go down to an F sharp, so it's just a passing tone, and then I'm going E, D major, so I'm heading towards the F sharp, so it's called a passing tone. You also get neighbouring tones, a step away from the harmony or the harmony, and then returning to it. So in other words, I can go A, then I can go to F sharp, and then return. That's called neighbouring tones. Then you get, I can't really pronounce this one, it's the pogaturas. Similar to the neighbouring tones, but the first move was a large interval, so I can go a C, then to obviously a B. That's going to the obviously the third of the G major. So, and suspensions is another form of non-chord. For example, in G major, obviously we're dealing with the third then. So if I put a sus4, I'll put a C, just a semitone up from the third in G major. So that would be called a non-chord, which we notice, and then resolving. So one of the main things I've been doing is approaching how to deal with this as if I write out the chord progression G, D, E, and C, as I mentioned before, you can approach them from a tone down, they call it, and I'll show you just now. Example, this is a way of targeting non-chord tones and see what it sounds like. So the first chord I'm going to try it to do is G major. So you do it from in the key of G major. So you root tone down from the root note. So root notes G, B, D, then G. So F sharp to G is approaching from a down position. Then the next one's B, obviously. So go A, B. So there's your non-chord tone, non-chord tone. Then also your next root note is a D. So your D. So one below that is C in the key. So there's your F sharp, A, C, and then obviously your next note chord tone is G. So that'll be F sharp, G. So you would approach this way. And the next chord would be the first inversion of D major. Same approach again. The note down from the root. E, F sharp, G, A, C, D, E, F sharp. Oop, I also do it right. So E is a non-chord tone. G, C, then E. So right away I've identified non-chord tones I can use, and that's from a note down from the root notes, or the chord tones, sorry. So next chord in the progression is E minor. Obviously it's E minor first inversion. So same approach. Note down from the root, the chord tone. So aiming towards G, so it'll be F sharp, G. We know the next note's a B, so note down A, B, and we know the next note is an E. That's obviously going to the root, so a note down D, E, and then we know the next note is G, so note down F sharp. So you've got F sharp again. You've got A, D, and then F sharp. That's your non-chord tones. And your last chord, C in second inversion. Again, this is your note you're aiming towards, your chord tones. G, B, G, C, E, G. G, C, E, G. So we get F sharp to G, then B to C, D to E, F sharp to G. F sharp, B, D, F sharp, B, D, F sharp. So that'll be the non-chord tones again. I will continue this using that progression in different neck positions and applying the note down from the root notes, and just so I can get used to that and see what tension it brings. Also as well, I'll be doing top down, they call it top down. For example, in the G major triad again, with the root obviously doubled, you can have a note up. So you can have going to the G, you would have an A, G, then going to the B, C, B, and know, so my next note I want to go to the D, so up in E, D, and then the next note I want to go to the G, A, G. So it's just inverse. So I could have, in effect, a combination of the two, the note down a way, up to down, up to the chord tone. You could create different sounds from that, and it sounds a lot more better than just a normal page. So that's what I'll be doing today. Concentrating on that. Just trying different, really trying from the bottom going up to the note, and then afterwards I'll start to apply the going from the up a note up from the chord tone note. So that's what I'll be doing today.